I hate Sabine. I'm not a big fan of Space Aladdin Ezra.
Yeah, I don't like Ezra very much. I found him to be annoying. I like Kanan more.
Ahsoka pops up again, Mahler. Ahsoka pops up in season 2 of Rebels, and you find out that Ahsoka lives, and she's played a very instrumental role in the creation of the entire rebellion. By the way, that's what we find out in that. And then at the end of season 2, I think, right, where she faces Vader, right, Theory? End of season 2 of Rebels.
Don't ask me, man. I don't know Rebels all that well, but yeah, right. I think so.
I love Disney Star Wars so much, but the end of season 2, she faces off with Vader, and this entire huge Sith temple's like crumbling around them as they've gone there to get the Sith holocron, and Maul happens to be there, and he tricks Ezra into helping him get a Sith holocron. It's a whole big deal. But anyway, they freaking battle, and Ahsoka's facing Vader, and she decides to stay there and fight and let them get away because I'm not leaving you again.
Right.
And a lot of people thought that was a super powerful moment, and the temple comes crumbling down around them. And at the end, you basically see Vader emerge from there, very damaged and battered and beaten. But Ahsoka's dead. That's the implication. Until season 4 of Rebels, when Ezra uses the world between worlds to essentially go back to that place in space-time and pull Ahsoka into the world between worlds.
There's 2 seasons between that payoff?
Yeah, I think so, right?
Season that sounds more like a retcon at that point as opposed to something they intended.
Hey, I mean, I might I could have the seasons wrong, but I don't think I do. I do think that was World Between Worlds in season 4 when he saves Ahsoka.
Yeah, that's why I didn't.
Bull has no idea what Ryan's talking about. Unfortunately, I do. I had to edit a lot of the Ahsoka episodes, and so I had to go look at those clips.
I know. Yeah, I didn't. I'm not a fan of World Between Worlds. I mean, I think there's a lot of fun, interesting stuff we could get from it, like we saw on the Ahsoka show. But at the end of the day, it just doesn't really. I just don't like time travel stuff. And as much as Dave Filoni wants to say it's not time travel, I mean, you're literally going back in time and altering that timeline by taking someone out who died. Like, how is that not time travel?
But almost argue the only way it's not time travel is that it is time travel plus. There are things you can do in the World Between Worlds beyond time travel, even.
Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
You see Ahsoka limp out of the temple as well. Yeah, but only afterwards. Only after she was taken out of there. And then she went back in.
Yeah.
So I don't even know what happened with that too.
Yeah.
So the original version, she dies, and then the altered version with Ezra, it's like what? She pretends to die or she escapes? How does that work?
Ask Dave Filoni.
Yeah, maybe.
Maybe we'll find out in Ahsoka season 2.
World Between Worlds confirms the timeline Star Wars is fixed, meaning Ahsoka was always meant to be saved through the World Between Worlds, which I don't even know what to...
Correct, right? The implication is that action by Ezra that takes place a couple years after happened, and we saw that happen, that she was saved in that moment. That's why it happened. That's why she didn't die. That's what that is implying.
She didn't actually die. The chat's saying. I don't remember.
Like that. That's
the order of the.
That's the implication from what happens. Is you see that she gets saved by Ezra and pulled in the World Between Worlds. And that, when she then exits the World Between Worlds, there is kind of, to me, that's the implication of that's the timeline where she gets saved. And that is always what happens, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but that's what we're saying. But what's chat saying? That happened in season 2?
That you see her limping out of the temple.
Yeah, but you don't see that in season 2. You don't see that in season 2 before the World Between Worlds. You see that.
We can pull up the scene
in season 4, right? Like in season 2 or whatever, the door closes and that's it. We don't see them again.
Vader Sith Temple scene from Rebels.
Ryan, look, this is the internet. Look, Ryan is clueless.
I know. I've seen several people say.
Wait. Ryan is right.
Hey. I see people say like Ryan has no idea what he's talking about. It's like, why can't you just say you disagree?
Yeah.
Ryan has no idea.
Yeah, look, I can't really remember.
You guys can keep talking while I'm looking.
That's what's in season 2. Yeah, I was reading Chad. Okay, so she does limp out at the end of season 2. Weird.
Well, then looks like maybe it was planned then. I don't know, because like I was curious if what we saw overall then was him changing his mind, Filoni, on whether or not what he wanted to do with Ahsoka, or if
no, I think he always planned to not have her die.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? 100%.
Yeah, I don't think he'll ever.
He would never actually kill her.
Okay.
But then you would have to find out again. You'd have to find out why that happened. The idea that her and Vader were fighting, and they just, before Ezra came there, that they just decided to stop and be like, well, I guess we're done now. And he walks away. I don't think that happened.
No, probably not.
But again, why the fuck can't I find this scene? Vader leaves Sith Temple, season 2, Rebels.
Oh, I typed in Ahsoka dies, and I think I found it.
This is an edit saying that this is how she should have stayed dead. Just for the record.
Surprising about people who feel that way.
Well, it's a very fitting end.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's pretty good, I guess.
Like that to me, even as someone who thinks that Ahsoka should have died in like the Clone Wars time frame, if you're gonna keep her alive, I do think that's a very nice way for the story to end. Is her facing off against her old master and saying, I'm not leaving you, and that's how she perishes.